Hello, we're on the final go with the Batman scenario. What one do we do? Mr. Freeze one with only one. Mr. Freeze with only one hero. There. An icy welcome. So Batman's been trying to blow up my evil lair.
Hygienic things.
He's got until turn 8 to do it. This is his last turn. I don't actually get my last turn. He's got two bombs set, primed. He's trying to get to this one. So what I did was just flooded the area with goons. And actually, if I'd realised I didn't get another turn, I would have moved Mr. Freeze as well. So we've both made mistakes. But it's not overly complex, it's just a lot to learn.
Yes, and the use of the rule books.
The rule book's almost too thorough, I would say.
Yes.
So you've used your two first movement, and now you're going to batarang one of these guys, is it?
Yes.
Okay, so that is a yellow with a reroll and an orange. Roll them here, come on. Oh. So you got 2 successes, and those guys, what are they? Thugs with guns?
Yes.
They only have 1 defence.
So one of them's dead. Except you've got defence.
I will roll an orange to see if I can defend.
Please be orange. Yay!
So one of them's dead, yeah.
That's happened to you all game.
Yeah, I know.
So, I've got 8 cubes left. 1,
2,
2,
3, 4.
So 4 cubes left to attempt that. But then I wouldn't be able to do it, would I?
Why?
So the 4 cubes left to attempt that, but then there's 2 guys in there.
So you'd need to get a 5, because one of them's cancelled out by your skill.
Could do it.
Could do it on the last roll.
No rerolls, would I?
No. Well, depending how you did it.
I can only have 3 dice. Actually, no, because I can only have 3 dice, so I'd have 1 reroll.
Okay.
That was my only option in it, I think. Cause
Yes. I should have rolled defence again.
Yeah.
So 1 movement, 2 movements, 3, 4 movement. So 4 cubes into movement.
Yeah.
Into movement, not melee attack. Absolute idiot.
I don't know why I moved in there.
And then you're going to attempt a complex manipulation for 3.
3 oranges.
3 oranges, and you've got to score an automatic success, but I have -2 for hindrance. I'll just double check they're both, they're not scary guys. Oh, I wish I moved Dr. Freeze as well. So you need to roll 5 successes.
Which I can do.
Can do. Roll them here!
I used to roll them there all games, there's been people here.
Yeah, you killed them all. You would need to roll a 2 orange with your last roll of the game to see if you win or not. Roll it here.
Yes, I will.
Evil wins again.
What do you mean again?
Well, I am evil. What do you think of that?
Pretty good, although it took a lot to get into it. We probably setup was as long as gameplay.
Yeah, but I think that's a first time thing because I hadn't. Now I know my way around the rule books and the mission book. It'd be a lot easier. And actually, component wise, the most is the minis and getting the right tiles.
Yeah.
Everything else, like there's not much cardboard at all.
The cards there are a lot of cards to choose from, and
yes, and you're the worst person to choose.
Seemingly not very good for this character.
People said it felt balanced, you know. Because I didn't use Mr. Freeze as much as I should have. There he is.
I accidentally planned my rest. Well, I say planned. I accidentally did my rest well because I was in squares with these that were expensive.
Yeah,
I guess that kind of happened anyway because
that's something you can think
them
about
to attack me, so they became more expensive.
That's something you can think about with.
And then I'd used all my cubes to defend, so then rested, but then they were expensive to attack me.
I don't know what I've done. Oh, there we go. So this is the river. So basically, if I want to use them, they're cheaper this end, but when I use one, I take it out and slide them all down, making other things cheaper. And that actually takes a bit of manipulating to use it well, because I was only getting 3 back each time.
Yeah.
And so you can see, right, he's used 5, he's only going to get 4, so basically anyone this side he can't use.
Yeah.
So if I stay in a space with one of those, I can't use it.
Yeah.
So despite the kind of luck of the dice, I think it works really well. And obviously, you can use better. The dice are all different. Like this is the black die has 3 blanks, but 2 of the successes are 4s. I shot you for 4, didn't I, with a shotgun?
You did.
That was fun. Although you wisely took the back cape.
I did. Which we forgot about the first.
Well, it was a melee attack anyway, so that was fine. It's
The
only,
shotgun.
No, we didn't forget about the shotgun. We forgot about the melee attack, but it doesn't block.
No, it doesn't.
Doesn't block melee attacks. And the other thing, not negative, but you're going to have to get your head round, is all these are skills or traits. So you have to look all those up, and the only place they are is in the back of the rules, which is fine. But when you first go, you're kind of flipping through here, making sure you get the order right, and it ain't small. So it would have been nice to have a sheet just saying what these did.
Yeah.
Because you had, how many you got? 5, 6 on there?
Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
6, and then the ones on your cards as well. So
and they're not particularly obvious from the drawings.
No. Once you got them
symbols.
down, and when we saw some of the
Yeah.
same.
So like that. So like these. That one's obvious because it's on here.
Yeah. So most of them
Stuff,
react with a.
That one isn't obvious.
That reacts with melee attack.
That one's not obvious.
No, that when you attack with melee, you also get electricity because they're electric gloves that can't focus in on it.
So I'd get 2 hits if I got through if I exceeded your armor.
Yeah, so it'd just be nice to have the kind of
I wouldn't have picked that one if I was doing it again, because it only really was useful for Mr. Freeze, and I never actually attacked him.
Yeah, if there'd been a couple of bosses in
That's
there.
the closest I've ever been.
Yeah, and that was partly my fear of because once he's gone, I can't respawn him.
You know.
No, he has no respawn points.
No
recruitment points.
So
Yeah.
I would have had to have taken a whole go.
Yeah.
To kill him.
And actually, as powerful as Mr. Freeze was, and I was thinking if I'd had one more go, I would have just chucked a grenade at you and sod the minions. But as powerful as he was, hindering you was really, really good.
Well, you didn't actually hinder me with him.
No, that's what I mean. Hindering you with the other characters was really because I could move them all. You know.
The only thing you did with him was put 2 things up there, which I just avoided.
Because I thought you were going to go up there because it was an easier route and less guarded, and you just totally went the other way, which is good. So yeah, I really liked it. Really liked getting into it more, and of course because it's our first time playing, we went for the scenario where you only had one hero.
Yeah.
Whereas if we'd had multiple heroes, you could have perhaps worked on things at the same time. But then it might have been a more difficult scenario. But first impressions are very good.
Yeah.
I just like the way it works. I love this. I liked playing as the villain, but I could see myself. There's the puzzle of how you use your energy, and you do have to keep your eye on what they're doing. Like, you did play.
I think it was easier for me because generally the ones that were expensive for you were ones that you just attacked me with, which were in the same square.
Yeah.
So me resting, I think pretty much always, I didn't think about it, I just kind of rested because I didn't have any cubes, and then I remembered that the ones that were near me were expensive for you anyway.
And it was better for me to use my shotgun ones in the square, so they were essentially melee attacks because they got a reroll if I used them in the same space. Mr. Freeze didn't have range, so my only ranged ones were my shotgunners.
The Uzi guys had range.
Did they? Where are they? Oh yeah. I didn't shoot with them, did I? Oh no, I did.
Yeah, he did. He shot me a couple times.
Oh yeah, because I got 4 with 2 whites, didn't I?
Yes. Which is annoying because I didn't wear the dice.
So, I mean, if you've been ultimately cynical and you don't like dice rolling games, you could conclude from the way that ended that it came down to a single dice roll. But that does not tell the story of the game. Like, you did slink around the corners like Batman. you chose when to go in and do something, and then you slunk around again using it because you had better mobility.
It's good that it was that close.
Yeah.
Because it really, like, if that had been a 2, I would have won.
Because you were one character.
Yeah.
So, against the whole army, essentially.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff you can do. There's a lot of stuff that...
And it felt like you were operating like Batman, using your skills. Your counter-attack was really hard. We forgot about one counter-attack, but again, I think that was... We played it later, didn't we? We played it off later. But it's going to be like that on a game like this.
Yeah.
Everything
just seems really refined and really kind of... everything works well. Which you sort of expect when it's...
And I think the joy when you've got another player in for the heroes is that you can just really... You don't have to use all your actions with Batman, then all yours with Robin.
Yeah,
you can go, right, I'll move in, you move in as well, then we'll both attack because we might get a bonus. Looks good.
I really want to play with more players.
Yes, and maybe next time when I've taught you this, we can play the versus mode.
Yes.
Cool. Thanks very much for watching Board Deck and Dice. We will see you next time.